Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where I'm going to give you my review of the video for Afterlife by Band-Maid. Now, I already did a reaction to this song, as you guys know, before, and there'll be links to that and part of the whole track-by-track listen through to Unseen World underneath this video in the description. If you haven't already seen it, I'm sure most of you guys know this channel, already know that I've done the reaction. So why am I coming back to do this? Now, I was saying to myself that we've done so much Band-Maid recently that I will only cover saying anything about the videos after I've already talked about the songs. If I've actually got some pertinent points to make about them, having just watched the single that just came out, the video that just came out for Afterlife, after the first few seconds I was like, this does not look like something that I'm going to have any reason to make a video about. But then as I listened to it and I watched it, and by the way, if you haven't, please go and watch it first of all before you check out this review, I must admit that I suddenly found myself thinking, I have a lot to say about this, because a few things started occurring to me. Now, Afterlife, or as I would like to call it, Wes Anderson Presents Band-Maid, is very visually, at first it just looks like, have Pony Canyon got no money? Where did the money go? Why are you standing in the offices? Why is there nothing going on here? But then as it progresses, I started to notice a lot of things that actually make this very special, very standout. Now, I want to partly compare it to the video that came out for Warning a bit earlier, which is a great video. I really like the video for Warning. But I did slightly criticize the fact that it added this really cool gimmick. I liked the idea of having the girls on the cars and everything, but the direction style, it looked like they'd basically given more money to someone who I presume had directed all their other videos. I never actually checked who their directors are, but I believe they've had the same director for quite a few videos. Oh, I'm being called. That's dealt with. So, I believe they had the same director for quite a few of their videos. And you know, there's that style which I kind of like the fact that most of the videos are very efficient, you know, quick cutting, lots of energy, that's all great, you know, always lots of changing angles, a lot of really close-up stuff as well, so you see all the hand movements and all that kind of thing, usually lots of floods of light and, you know, lens filler and stuff. It's all cool, it's all efficient, it conveys drama and musicianship, that's great. This video went in a very different approach. Like I say, I'm thinking of the Wes Anderson approach. Everything was framed from front. Simple images where your eyes were led to where to focus. You weren't sort of baffled by what you were seeing and having to pick through the images. Everything was clearly laid out for you, clearly laid in frame. Love, again, the Wes Anderson thing, the use of the zoom in, zoom out. You know, sort of, here's your frame, going to move into this bit, we're going to move out of that. Going to move into this, move out of that. That's a technique that can look very tacky if not done properly. It was done beautifully here. I just thought all of the performance stuff in a blank room was brilliant. And actually, in a way, I think that this got more out of the band showing them as musicians and showing their performance credentials than a lot of those more dramatic videos. And it managed to also convey a certain cheekiness in how simple everything was around them. Again, another Wes Anderson quality, the sort of juxtaposition between the scene and the character. You know, in a way it's fitting, and in a way it's also opposite. And this was again backed up by that scene where you have the maid going into the room in the background, she's going crazy, and then the other person goes crazy, and then more people are going crazy. That overacting, again, giving me Wes Anderson vibes. The fact of just holding the frame, you know, I got a lot of that. This was so simple, it cost virtually nothing to make, I'm sure. Credit, by the way, to the actors as well. They were cool. I like the way they pulled that off. At first I was thinking, oh, you know, having a maid acting crazy, why don't you have Band-Maid do it? But then kind of as you see the way that they built up that separate scene, it kind of made sense. You know, these are like, you know, this is the acted scene, the music scene, and it just fit together perfectly. The way that at the end it zoomed again, Wes Anderson zoomed into that TV at the background, and then went to just sort of like the dark and live performance. Loved that. Another Wes Anderson thing, the clip at the beginning where it starts with her in like a sort of a much more the maid in a much more normal setting with a much more normal camera angle before walking into a more framed set. Yeah, I'm you know, not all of them, but I'm a big fan of most of Wes Anderson's movies, and to me this felt like Wes Anderson does Band-Maid. I'm sure it wasn't Wes Anderson, but whoever did it did a really good job of capturing that feeling. And what surprises me most is how well that worked for a music video, and how well it worked for this, a rock band, a heavy rock band. Like I said, it was the fact that all of the I said with Warning, one of my big problems is a lot of the techniques, a lot of the over-the-top stuff was done in ways that didn't always feel appropriate. The cutting was nice and energetic, but didn't always feel like it was cutting in exactly the right place. There were some good frame shots, but it didn't always feel like they were appearing at the right time. It's like everything was kind of great, but it just felt like it wasn't put together perfectly. Like someone had really come up with all these great ideas, but they didn't quite know how to put them together. This feels like the opposite. As much as I love the warning video, I prefer this because it feels like the ideas were kind of simple. It's like, hey, just get in a room. But I know how to put a video together. And maybe it was the same person. I really don't think it was. But this is a director who whatever he or she was doing, they knew how to stick everything together. And I thought the flow was brilliant. I love how it took me from the initial frames of being, where's your budget gone, to, wow, I'm so glad that you did this simple. Yeah, I think it's a brilliant video. I really love that. That's I have to watch a few times over. And we were doing a top 25 Band-Maid list after having listened to every single Band-Maid song. But which we've only got two more. We've got to do Youth, and someone reminded me the instrumental from the end of Unseen World is apparently a new one as well. So I've got to check that out as well. Apologies, I got that wrong in the comments. So there's two songs I need to check out when I can get my hands on them. But so we're doing the top 25 Band-Maid songs, but we're not doing top videos. If I was doing top videos, this would be a strong contender. I really like this. And it took a song that I already thought was good, not their best, but damn good, and it's elevated the song, and that's what a video should do. It should elevate a song in a way that is both consistent with the band's image, the band's tone, and the song's presentation, and it does that perfectly. I loved it. It was bombastic. It added an angle that I would have never expected them to go for. Did it on a budget, worked perfectly. Massive kudos to the people who made this video. I think it's a fantastic video. So as always, just my opinions. Guys, get in there, give me your comments. Like I said, I've worked with music my entire adult life. I've worked with music videos as well on a slightly more relaxed level, but it's something that I've got a lot of interest in. But these are just my opinions, so I'd really like to know what you guys think, whether you agree, disagree, or have a different approach. Let me know. And I look forward to speaking to you soon in the comments. Big thank you if you like, subscribe. Thank you to anyone who follows our social media. It's linked in the description. And a massive thank you to the Patrons. We're not monetized, so you guys keep us going. So until I see you hopefully very soon in Japan for the next one of these, for now, ciao, ciao. I bet they'll have a video like next week.